What's up everyone? I have an exciting video to make today, and that's because we are selling the C5 Z06. The new owner is on his way, should be here within a couple hours. I already came to look at it a couple days ago, and we decided on a price. And so before he picks it up, while I still got the car in my possession, I wanted to give you all a breakdown on how much we picked this thing up for and how much I have into it and how much profit I made. So I'm going to give you all the real numbers, give you all realistic expectations if you're looking to do stuff like I am, or you're into flipping cars, or whatever it might be. And just to give you all the real numbers, real world, break it down for you guys. And because I got an insane deal on this car. I never told y'all what I bought this car for, and I wanted to wait till I had it sold. And so now that's the video for this. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let's go over the numbers. Alright, first off, if you guys haven't seen any videos on this car, if you're new to my channel, feel free to check them out. We bought this car only 2 months ago. It was in pretty rough shape, and we brought it back to life. It's been sitting for like the past 3 years. The past owner had it for 8 years, but the last 3, he barely put any miles at all on it. Yeah, so for you guys not familiar, this is my 03 Z06 Corvette, 121,000 miles on the dash. But there's a mileage inconsistency on the Carfax, and I think it actually has around 134,000 miles on the chassis. Engine was replaced at 80,000 miles due to valve spring failure, because it is the LS6, so that was replaced. And the clutch as well by GM at 80,000 miles. So it has around 50,000 miles on a new engine and clutch, and it really is spotless. Got it running really good too. So that's kind of the quick rundown on it. It does have 2 small accidents on the Carfax as well. Like I said, the original video when I purchased this car, I went over everything, every little detail, if y'all want to check it out. But it is a clean title car still in the state of Texas. And so let's get into the numbers. So I bought this car, and everyone was guessing. No one guessed right, actually. Everyone was saying 12,000, 8,000, 15,000, whatever. Numbers were all over the place. I bought this car for $10,000, running, driving, Z06. Yeah, it has high miles, accidents, whatever. Still a 03 Z06, running and driving with a new engine. So $10,000 is how much I bought the car for. The dude, it happened to be a friend of mine. His coworker had the car, and like I said, it just was sitting. He didn't even list it on Marketplace yet. Thankfully, my friend told me about the car, and I was able to meet him and all that stuff before he listed the car. And he liked me and whatever, we worked out a deal. He was here in Fort Worth, about an hour from me, so I made things happen. I was ready to make it happen. Took him a couple months of debating on the price and stuff. He wanted 15 for it. I was like, dude, not worth 15 in the shape it's in, because it did need a lot of work. And if you guys have seen the videos, we've done a lot to it. So I think 10 was a fair deal for what it needed. And he was gonna have to pay labor at shops and stuff to get things done on it. Whereas me, I can do things myself, so that's where I have the advantage. He would have been 20,000 into it just to turn around to maybe sell it for 15. So anyways, picked up the car for 10,000, and first things first, we had some knock sensor check engine light. So one of the first things I did was pull the intake manifold off, the Speedmaster intake manifold that I do not like. We replaced the knock sensors and the harness with OEM stuff. I think it's AC Delco. For $140, new knock sensors and the harness. $140 there. Intake manifold gaskets, $30, because those were completely shot as well. So I replaced those. We replaced the fuel pressure gauge on the intake manifold as well, because that was not working, from Aeromotive, I believe. And that was $50. Next, we did R1 Concepts, pads, and rotors. This thing, the brakes were terrible on it, brakes were shot, the fluids were completely black, needed to be done. So we did those for $340, got a good deal on those, got a bit of a discount through them, hit them up, and they were willing to help me out a little bit. So shout out to R1 Concepts for that. They make great products, check them out. But $340 for brakes, rotors, on all 4 corners. We did ceramic pads as well. Check out that video. We also did new rear brake ducts. This car had carbon fiber ones. and they were all clear coat, chip in, and all that good stuff. That's in the same video. We did new OEM style for 40 bucks. Then we got the brake fluid and the new brake fluid reservoir cap, because the original one was bad on it. It was loose. That's $36 in fluid and the cap. And we also bled the clutch with that fluid too. So 2 for 1. I added a stubby antenna because, yeah, I didn't like the original antenna that was on the car. Someone had like cut it too, so I'd walk past it and it would like cut me all the time. So bought a new stubby antenna, 20 bucks. And then we needed a tune-up on this car after we did the knock sensors. It was still running a little weird. We had a surging idle and stuff. And I mean, that's due to the aftermarket MAF and all this other stuff we got. But anyways, I wanted to do new plugs and wires. So 75 bucks for new plugs and wires. We did NGK TR55 plugs, Henson wires, $75 total. Check out that video as well. And then I bought HP tuners. So I'm not going to include the price of buying it, which was 400 bucks. That doesn't really count because I can use that for any vehicle. I use it for my truck here soon. But the credits to tune this car was 100 bucks, so I did tune it myself, figured it out, got the idle pretty dang good. I think it doesn't surge anymore, runs great. So that fixed our issue, and I think that was just due to the MAF and the aftermarket intake, and I was able to get that worked out. So 100 bucks, got it tuned. And we also picked up those C5 Z06 wheels, OEM wheels, speed lines, for 500 bucks. 500 bucks, front tires were shot, so I bought new ones for $200, and then 55 bucks to mount those front 2 tires. Rear tires have R888s, those are good still, so all in for the wheels, 755 bucks. And this guy actually preferred the ZR1 reps that we got over here, the black and red wheels, which I absolutely hate, which is why I replaced them. But I showed them to him, he's like, oh yeah, I actually like those. So he's actually giving me the full price for the car of what I have it listed for. So I told him, hey, I'll throw in the wheels, man. That saves me from trying to sell them because no one wants to buy them. So he's giving me full price for the car. I'm throwing the wheels in with him, so it works out that way anyways. Oh, and I registered the car. That was $730 to register this thing. Freaking sales tax. Completely forgot about sales tax, but anyways, registered the car, 730 bucks. So we would have been in this thing super cheap if I didn't have to do that. And now you're probably wondering about the other stuff I've added, because I do have more stuff that we've added to this car. And that stuff I actually all got for free, thanks to my sponsors. So that's awesome. I'm not going to include that in the cost, but I'll tell you guys how much that stuff is worth that I added to the car, but I did not pay anything for it, thankfully. So yeah, we got Vette lights all around the car. We did the entire car up, exterior, interior, everything, hyper flash harness. That's a value of $1,083. So shout out to Vette lights. As always, use code C5ZAC for 10% off at Vette lights. Cole's a great guy. Check him out. Seriously, tell them I sent you. That was a huge help for this car, and I think it really transformed it. Next, we have our other sponsor, Extreme Online Store, who hooked us up with the front plate cover and the front lip, both in carbon fiber. That's a value of about 600 bucks for those things, brand new, and they look great. Great addition to the car. And then we have my other team that I work with, Overtake Auto. Hooked it up with the steering wheel, carbon fiber, of course. You guys know that's my thing. He was running a sale, so that was 280 bucks, and but I did get that for free. So 280 bucks for a carbon fiber wheel. Got that installed as well. And then next, I sold the stock taillights off this car for 60 bucks. So we got 60 bucks back from that. So I'm gonna do the math, add everything up, and I'll tell you guys what we're into this thing. All right, y'all, just added everything up, and in total, what I personally put into this car out of my pocket, cash, we're into this car with the purchase of it, $12,256, and that's subtracting our profit from the taillights I sold. So $12,256 for a clean title 03 Z06, runs and drives perfect. I don't think you can beat that. Literally the cheapest on the market. I don't see anything cheaper. And so yeah, I think that's pretty good. Let me know what y'all think. Like I said, $10,000 for the car, and I got another $2,000 into it, and $700 for registration. So, and $700 in wheels. So, really did pretty good on this car, I think, and some solid profit. So let's get into the numbers on how much dude is paying for it. So I listed the car for $18,500, and he didn't even try to negotiate or anything. He just wants the car, and that's why I was willing to throw in the 0-1 reps with the car. And so he's giving me $18,500 for it in cash, and so I couldn't argue with that. I was willing to take 16, 17. I've had other offers, but 18.5, including the wheels, can't beat that. All right, so that brings our straight profit out to $6,244. Pretty dang good, if you ask me. With 2 months worth of work, but I really didn't put that much work into it. I've had it for 2 months though. So I think that's a pretty solid flip, and almost as much as I made off my C6 Grand Sport that I had last year. I made like about $8,000 off that car. Bought it for $22,500 and sold it for $30,000. So did pretty good on that car too. Amazing with this car. Quick turnaround. I listed it for sale last week, and like the Grand Sport, people are all in the comments on Facebook and Marketplace. Oh, I'll give you $12,000. That thing's worth $10,000, dude. Oh, you'll never get that. Whatever. Dude, that's just how people are. If someone wants the car, they'll give you what they think it's worth, and just, you know, be patient. Right buyers are out there. You just got to get them to see the car. So, like I said, local buyer, $18,500. He's on the way, so can't beat that. Got what I'm asking for it, which, like I said, I would have taken less. I was ready to take 16, especially due to the fact that I'm moving in literally like 2 weeks. So I'm getting a little desperate, and thankfully this dude came along and isn't messing around. So it all worked out. Yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts on this series. What do you think I should get next? Should I keep Corvettes? Should I keep it going with that? Or should I get into F-bodies, CTSV, G8? I don't know anything. What do you guys think? Let me know. I'll probably film it as the car's leaving when he comes to pick it up, but I think that's about a wrap for this video. I think it might be time to boost the FRC though. Let me know what y'all think. Alright y'all, I know I said I was ending the video, but I wanted to add a little bit onto this because I forgot to mention something, but we got the cash deposited into my account. We're all good. Sigh of relief. All the bills were real, thankfully, because it was all cash, as you guys saw. And I was checking it while I was counting it last night, but he came after the banks were closed, so really had no choice but to trust him and trust that the money was real, which it was. And you know, I verified some of it, but $18,000, $500, when you're counting all of that cash out, and a lot of it was 20s too, like, you're not gonna check every single bill. So anyways, thankfully it was all real, got it deposited, good to go there. And dude was cool, man, made the purchase really easy. He was at the house for like 2 minutes, literally handed me the cash. I gave him the title, counted it, that was pretty much it. He was gone. And hopefully the car treats him well. I think it will. Honestly, it was a really nice car. I wish I could have kept it, like I said, just sadly don't have the room or the money to keep it, really. But anyways, I also forgot to mention, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I didn't even get the roof fixed with the super messed up paint on the roof and the fiberglass missing on that lower part of the roof. I just wanted to mention that as well. I didn't even get that fixed, and clearly it didn't matter. like I said, he just he's like, I don't care, I'll probably just wrap it anyways. So worked out, saved myself like 1,200 bucks by not getting that fixed. So same thing happened with the Grand Sport too. That roof was messed up, but not as bad, and I didn't end up having time to get that fixed. And same with that, the buyer didn't care about that roof either. Saved me money, and just thought I'd mention that. That definitely helped with the cost as well. And like I said, our profit was around 6,200, I think. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be a wrap for this one, man. I appreciate y'all as always. Like I said, give me some ideas what you would like to see next. I want to start branching out from Corvettes because I do come from F-bodies and other cars as well. So Silverados, whatever, all that good stuff. We're in the Denali right now. Definitely going to be doing more to this thing once we get moved here in about a week and a half. So going to be busy, but appreciate y'all. Subscribe, leave a comment, and let me know what you would like to see next. And until next time, guys, peace.